Well, Michael Sandel, he's a political philosopher, and so I think that it obviously forms some of his views on things. That would be one of the circles that he would say that he is a part of in his narrative conception. And I think that's very key in why he thinks that using non-public reasons in the public forum are going to be beneficial rather than uh, the opposite. So what I mean to say is that I do think that in some sort of a hypothetical world full of society full of level-headed people who hold their convictions with the utmost tolerance of the others, I think that um, I do think that the virtuous communitarian kind of idea where you're using public forum would be the quote-unquote best, because it would be the most like fulfilling for people's like the highest order of human thought, and I just think it would be most fulfilling as to address the question of what best would mean in that situation. But the reality is we don't live in a society full of Michael Sandel. We're not all going to stay level-headed and we can't. Moreover, because of certain situations, like if you're using non-public reasons, debates about stem cell research, you're gonna people are gonna get really heated, because it has some very heavy implications that come with a certain way people understand the topic. So, in some sort of hypothetical, I would say virtue, but I have to go with freedom, because freedom could be even a requirement for those for virtue to be just, because you may not be capable of like a virtue that one holds that they had no choice in. How could that be just, really? It's like it could be this virtue if the state is promoting some sort of a virtue and you had no freedom to oppose the virtue, how then is that just? But right, so what I would like to say, though, also is that I definitely sympathize with some of what he says in the last chapter about the motivations behind his like stuff that he seeks to maybe solve, such as a lack of public discourse, like when he mentions the televisions, the moral, the different channels that people go and watch, and I think we definitely are lacking that, and yeah, I mean, he just addresses a bunch of things that I think you don't have to necessarily attempt to solve from a communitarian standpoint, but I do sympathize with those few sentiments that he puts in at the end. I guess that's just a side note, but All right.